the find the power loss when light travels between n equal to 1 and n equal to 1.3. Here you can say what we are writing, n1 you can say is a 1.3, n2 is a 1. Power is given by n1 minus n2 divided by n1 plus n2 whole square. So n1 is 1.3, n2 is 1.0, n1 1.3 plus 1 and whole square. What we are getting is the 0.017. So if we convert this 0.017 into percent, we will get 1.7%. So power loss takes place if one use refractive index 1 and refractive index 1.3 is 1.7%. Example number 2. Find critical angle in a fiber with refractive index of core equal to 1.3 and refractive index of cladding equal to 1.40. Is a very simple formula where cos theta c, cos of critical angle equal to n2 by n1. Here n1 is the core refractive index is 1.3 and n2 is the cladding refractive index equal to 1.40. So one can write cos theta c equal to n2 by n1 equal to 1.40 divided by 1.43 is almost equal to 0.98. Now theta c is the cos inverse 0.98. So critical angle obtained is 11.47 degree. Here is the numerical, you can say, based on the line width. A typical LED emits light at lambda 0 equal to 0.82 micrometer with del lambda equal to 40 nanometer. Find relative line width in percent and del f. Now here the meaning of del lambda is the line width, lambda 0 is the center wavelength, del f is the bandwidth and f0 is the center frequency. One can say del lambda by lambda 0, del lambda by lambda 0 is the relative line width equal to del f and f0. These two parameters already given in the numerical. First of all, you can put the value of del lambda. Del lambda is given and it is 40 nanometer. So convert this 40 nanometer into meter. So it becomes 40 into 10 raised to minus 9. Lambda 0, the value of lambda 0 is given is a 0.82 micrometer. Lambda 0 is the center wavelength. So lambda 0 is 0.82 into 10 raised to minus 6. Calculation gives you 0.048. If we convert into percent, then it gives 4.8%. So 4.8% is the relative line width. Now our objective is to find out del f. Our objective is to find out del f. So we can use the formula f0 equal to c by lambda 0. C is the speed of light in a vacuum, 3 into 10 raised to 8 divided by lambda 0. Lambda 0 is given in our numerical is a 0.82 micrometer. So it becomes 3.65 into 10 raised to 14 hertz. Again we can use the basic formula del f by f0 equal to del lambda by lambda 0. So write down equation 4, you can say del f. So del f equal to f0 del lambda by lambda 0 as it is. So simply by putting the value of del lambda by lambda 0, what we found here is a 0.048. 0.048 into f0 in upper part. F0 is a 3.65 into 10 raised to 14. We are getting del f, you can say bandwidth, frequency bandwidth equal to 1.752 into 10 raised to 13. So this one is the numerical based on the line width. So another numerical is based on the, you can say, losses. A fiber of 100 meter length has a P input, power input equal to 10 microwatt. Power output is 9 microwatt. Find loss in decibel per kilometer. Normally losses in a fiber are calculated in decibel per kilometer. So loss in a dB equal to 10 log P out by P in equal to 10 log P out is 9 you can say microwatt and P in is 10 microwatt, equal to, the answer is minus 0.4575 dB. Here we are getting the loss due to 100 meter. Loss for 100 meter we are getting this one. So for a 1 kilometer it is divided by 0.1 and gives minus 4.575 dB per kilometer. Here negative sign means loss in a fiber cable. A communication system uses a 10 kilometer fiber which has 2.5 decibel per kilometer loss characteristics. Find P out if P in is 400 microwatt. Total loss for a 10 kilometer fiber equal to 10 into minus 2.5. Basically loss is given 2.5 dB. Loss is given 2.5 dB, but we are taking the minus sign because it is a loss. So it becomes minus 25 dB. Now the formula, as we have used in you can say our previous numerical, loss in a dB equal to 10 log P out by P in. Loss we are getting, total loss for you can say 10 kilometer is minus 25 equal to 10 log P out by P in. P in is 400 microwatt, so it is 400 into 10 to minus 6. Now we are dividing this 25 by 10, hence we are getting minus 2.5 equal to log P out by 400 into 10 to minus 6. So the log is having base you can say 10. So I am converting or removing this log by writing P out divided by 400 into 10 to minus 6 equal to 10 raised to minus 2.5. 10 raised to minus 2.5. So it is 3.16 into 10 to minus 3. So P out is nothing but, I am writing now for the P out. P out is nothing but this into this. So P out equal 3.16 10 to minus 3 into 400 into 10 to minus 6. We are getting 1.26 microwatt. Now as we have discussed, there are can say different types of modes or fibers. One numerical is based on the graded index fiber. Graded index fiber has a dispersion of 1.5 nanosecond per kilometer. An 8 kilometer stretch of fiber was installed. Estimate the fiber bandwidth. Total dispersion del T equal to 1.5 nanosecond per kilometer into the length of the fiber cable is 8 kilometer. So it is nothing but 12 nanosecond. Dispersion is given in a seconds, normally in a nanoseconds. So bandwidth, relation between bandwidth and dispersion, bandwidth equal to 1 upon 2 del T. 1 upon 2 into del T, what we are getting is a 12 nanosecond. So 12 into 10 to minus 9. So it gives us approximately 42 megahertz. A communication system used 1 kilometer fiber with a numerical aperture of 0.2. Bandwidth 50 megahertz. The fiber was replaced by a fiber with numerical aperture of 0.25. Estimate the bandwidth. Bandwidth and numerical aperture are related like this. Bandwidth equal to 1 upon numerical aperture raised to 3. Now we are interested in the new bandwidth. So relation is bandwidth new upon old bandwidth equal to numerical aperture old divided by numerical aperture new raised to 3. So write down now equation for bandwidth new. So bandwidth new equal to bandwidth old into numerical aperture old, numerical aperture new raised to 3. Just by putting the values, we'll get 550 10 to 6.2 is a old numerical aperture, is a new numerical aperture, and calculate it, we'll get 25.6 megahertz. Here 250 oblique 125 micrometer. Here the meaning of 50 is the you can say core refractive index, and 125 means you can say cladding refractive index. I'm sorry, by the way, is a 50 is a core diameter and 125 is a cladding diameter. 50 oblique 125 micrometer fiber are connected with a 4 micrometer misalignment. find the loss. So this one is known as a, you can say, is a misalignment loss, lateral loss. Lateral misalignment is given by minus 10 log 1 minus 1.28 into L by D. So L is a 4 micrometer and D is the diameter of the core is a 50. So it is a 0.08. So by putting L by T 0.08 over here is a simple calculation, minus 10 log 1 minus 1.28 into 0.08. So you can say minus 10 log 1 minus 1.28 into 0.08 equal to, you can say, 4.469 dB. Next numerical, a fiber with a core index of a 1.45 is spliced. Spliced means what? You can say fused or joined together, connection of the two fibers, allowing an air gap between fiber ends. Calculate the total loss because of Fresnel reflections. So Fresnel loss is nothing but the loss carried out due to the variation in the refractive index. So first of all, Fresnel loss equal to, formula is minus 10 log 1 minus Fr. Now Fresnel reflection is nothing but N1 minus N2 divided by N1 plus N2 whole square equal to, N1 is 1.45, N2 is 1. Here 1 is the refractive index of air. 1.45 plus 1 whole square, we are getting 0.337. Now loss Fr equal to minus 10 log 1 minus Fr, and the value of Fr is here. So you can say 0.15 dB. Now total loss is nothing but the, what happens here, you are having the core and air. So core to air interface loss is, we are getting 0.15 dB. You can say core to air interface loss is 0.15 dB. So again there is a air to core interface, so 0.15 dB will be added. So you can say for two fiber ends, total Fresnel loss is 0.15 plus 0.15 is a 0.3 dB. Fresnel loss is nothing but the Fresnel reflection loss, variation in refractive index from fiber to air in gap and again to fiber core. Then one is the, you can say, loss due to the angular misalignment. A fiber with a numerical aperture of 0.2, refractive index of core is 1.45, is connected with an angular misalignment of 5 degree, find the loss. Angular loss equal to minus 10 log 1 minus n theta divided by 180 numerical aperture. Minus 10 log 1 minus n is a 1.45, n is 1.45, theta is 5 degree, 180 and numerical aperture is given is a 0.2. So if you calculate, you are getting 0.98 dB. Next numerical, find the area mismatch losses when transmitting fiber has a diameter D core equal to 62 micrometer, receiving fiber has a diameter of 50 micrometer. Loss area is minus 20 log D2 by D1, minus 20 log diameter of the, you can say, another fiber is 50 and diameter of the first fiber is 62. So is a 1.87 dB. A Lambertian light source with a total power output of a 1.2 millivolt is coupled to the fiber. Find power coupled to the fiber with a numerical aperture equal to 0.2 and numerical aperture equal to 0.4. Coupling efficiency is given by numerical aperture square. Numerical aperture is 0.2, so if you square it, you are getting 0.04. Coupling efficiency is a PF upon P out is a 0.04. PF upon P out is given in numerical is a 1.2 milliwatt. So PF we are getting 48 microwatt. This is for the numerical aperture 0.2. Now if you calculate for the 0.4, then we are getting PF equal to 192 microwatt. It means larger numerical aperture means more power coupled into the fiber, but larger numerical aperture means increase in dispersion, decrease in data rate. The rise time of an LED is specified to be 25 nanosecond. Find the bandwidth. Bandwidth optical equal to 0.35 divided by TR is the formula. 0.35 as it is, 25 nanosecond is the rise time, so we are getting 14 megahertz is the bandwidth of an LED if rise time is 25 nanosecond. So here we have seen the optical fiber communication, different parts of the optical fiber communication, what is core, cladding, refractive index, then different types of, you can say, splicing. Splicing means what? Joining the two fibers, two splicing techniques, mechanical splicing, you can say splicing. If you splice, then care must be taken that there should not be air gap between the two cores. If there is a air gap, then what happens? The signal reflected back towards the source and it may lose the information. So sometimes there are, you can say, gel are used between the two cores. If one can use the connectors, then is beneficial if one wish to remove after certain time. So connectors can be used. You can say fiber optic communication is advantageous. At the same time, cost is very important because the installation cost, you can say coupling cost, you can say there may be losses. If there are bends are there, then it creates a lot of problem. Then you can say LED, laser are the sources which can be selected as per the type of requirements.
Sandhan, All Gujarat Integrated Classroom.
સેટેલાઇટના માધ્યમથી જોડતી કડી એટલે સંધાન.